Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Edgar Mendez. I'm just setting it up. I was just meditating. I just did guided meditation, so I'm kind of grounding right now. I hope you can see things fine. Anyway, I am doing live readings today. You can book on my Calendly if you're interested in that. One question readings, or you can do two. Anyway, please do book. I also want to let everyone know that I am offering private readings as pre-recorded, as well as Akashic karma clearing. If you are interested in that, do check it out. I highly recommend that if any of those things stand out to you. I'm also offering healing as well, which I do recommend for a lot of people. Anyway, I'm still setting up. Anyway, let's see. I want to make sure this looks good. Sorry, everyone. I'm at my mom's house. So I'm going to ground myself, and then we'll get started. I call my angels, my ancestors, and my guides to help protect me, receive clearly, and clear messages to stay, so that I may help all those in need. I ask that I may be a true servant of the light and reveal whatever information I receive for the highest good of all here today. Amen. I call my angels to help protect me and shield me, cleanse my aura, cleanse my space and the surroundings. Thank you. Oh, also, if you want a free question, I don't mind answering free questions either. Yeah. But it will be a first come first serve. Hi everyone. Let's take a look here. So we're at not bad one. I guess I'll keep grounding. That's good. I ask that I may be a true servant of the light and real information I receive. I also call on the energy. I call on the air for expansion and flow. I call on the fire for passion, compassion, as well as transformation. I call on the water for the connectivity and full penetration of the light source. I call on the energy of the east for new beginnings and understandings. I call on the south of rapid growth. I call in the west reaping the rewards of our efforts. I call on the north with the energy of contemplation and rejuvenation. Hi everyone who's here, by the way. I asked for cleansing and clearing of all those foreign objects and energies that are around me, and anything harmful, anything not 100%, anything that's not part of my spiritual team. Oh yeah. If you have a question, Gene, just write it down, or just send it in the chat, and I don't mind answering for questions. I also take bookings as well if you are interested in that. Sorry, I'm still setting everything up. Beautiful. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's funny. Oh wait, there. I covered Archangel Michael and his two mighty golden blue dragons to help cleanse and clear my space and my energy and my surroundings. Help me stay grounded and help me receive clarity to stay from my guides. Thank you. All right, I think I'm done. Anyway, hi everyone. I do appreciate all of you being here. So I see here. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter on the time. It's now. Anyway, sorry. I just have to put a time frame for that. It's really annoying, but it was easier actually. Like just have one. Anyway, so if you are interested in the book, Larissa, I have a question, and I'm right. Sorry, start for Jean. We're starting your reading at 5 minutes. Jesus, that's only 5 minutes. I have a question on my relationship with my husband. Will it get better anytime soon? This is actually Alicia. Jean is my husband. Okay, okay. All right. So for Alyssa, sorry, Alicia. Let's take a look here. I'm gonna call forth my guides to help me connect to Jean and Alicia's energy, see what's going on. There is an older woman. I don't know if she's related to you. It doesn't feel like she has a relation to you. Like you have like an older woman. It could be your great aunt. It could be your great grandmother. It could be like a great cousin, right? It feels like there is this woman. Older in nature who is a big reason why your connection with this person, or sorry, your husband, isn't working. And I know that's like sometimes it comes from family or it's ancestral, but it feels like it's something else. The way that the deity Hecate is phrasing it to me, she's saying it's like a curse. But how I'm seeing the curse is a person, right? And it's an older woman. All right. Anyway, but if you so that's what I'm seeing as like the reason why, or the what's energy surrounding you. So we have the fortune coming through in this reverse. um it feels like this woman wished misfortune on you in this connection. It's an odd thing with this. It does come through from Jesus. Is he saying that like when you see someone and they're like so happy, right? And you're like, F you, right? Or why can't that be me, right? I feel like this woman saw you and your husband at a very happy time, right? And what's interesting is that this is, we go through those periods where it's really high elation, and other periods when we, uh, when it's more normal, right? I feel like this is probably in that euphoria, right? I feel like this woman saw you, her or a part of herself did, and they cursed you, right? Anyway, we have the Queen of Pentacles here. This is her showing up in your reading. A Queen of Pentacles here. She's very grounded. One thing that she's saying, sorry, that she's replying. Anyway, that she's saying, is if you were to ground yourself, you would feel a lot better in your connection, right? But it's an odd thing. She's saying that it's almost like your energy moved onto her energy or in her space, right? And it's almost like she's trying to push you back, right? And grounding is a really good way to help us anchor ourselves. Anyway, with the Seven of Cups in its reverse here, for your question, will you, right? Will you experience happiness? The choices haven't been made that will lead you to a better sustainable connection with your husband, right? And vice versa. I One thing that's coming through from one of your friends, or your friends like higher self or their energy, I gotta figure that one out. Anyway, she's saying that like maybe like stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something that's different or fun or exciting would help you. And I know it's an odd one, but she's saying for you to do it like without your husband, right? When is the last time you've done something for you, or when's the last time that you know, it's an odd one. This is coming from her. When is the last time you did something just for you? Does it make sense? And I know that we hear that and we understand that contemplatively, like it's us, right? But we don't get how multifaceted and that we are, right? How complex of a being we are. We do a lot of things for a lot of other people, even though they benefit us, right? And one thing that there's the guides are coming through with is, what if you did it just for you? What would that be, right? Or what if you did something only just for you, right? And that's kind of coming through, right? Anyway, we have the Page of Wands here. There's like this like younger, I want to say, energy that surrounds you and your connection. It's an odd one. I honestly kind of feel like this is like how we sometimes have like soul loss and stuff like that. I feel like this, or maybe this is your inner child. There's this aversion of like this energy around you that's very youthful. very chipper. Do you know when you're around certain people and they're just like that's a fun person, right? There's like this fun younger woman that is surrounding your connection. I don't think she's like competition, by the way. No one is in respect, but I feel like tapping into that energy. I don't know if you've asked like your guides for help on this, or you've asked, or maybe your husband has. But when we ask for that, we get it, right? It's just not always the way that we think we're gonna get it. I feel like they've sent like kind of like a, this like this like being of light, right, to you that helps inspire what sorry helps bring out all the things that inspire you to your life, right? And they're there to help you anyway. And then we also have the Queen of Wands reversed here as well. One thing that is also impacting your connection, Alicia, you've tried a lot to make it work with this person, and it's making you feel like it's impossible, or it's making you feel like it's never going to happen, right? Or that it's not worth it, right? And I can't speak to any of those things, right? I don't know, right? How we measure worth is how we measure worth, but sorry, there's just this part of you that is sick and tired of not really getting the benefits, or the feeling of satisfaction with this, right? And you're starting to give up, you're starting to lose hope, and I feel like it's going both ways. Your overall we have is going to be traditions. This is your connection showing up in the reading. Traditions is our belief system, how we conduct ourselves. But I love traditions in the sense of like what we normally do, right? With that Hierophant energy, I feel like what you're doing probably is not working. Let's look at the card, Six of Swords. I guess it actually is, but what could you do that maybe could be better, right? Or what could you do that that you feel guided to improve, right? This my message to you is I feel like you need to change up some of that dirt routine. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Oh yeah, 8 p.m. slots just fine. I will do your reading now, by the way. Okay, sorry. I just have to put it there for the Calendly. I hope that was helpful, Jean. I want to thank you. I'm gonna call my guides, my ancestors. Thank you. Beautiful. We have like the ancestors lifting up, like when there's more light, you can see, right? We have a lot of the ancestors right now lifting up light lanterns so that we can see what's around us that needs to be cleared or cleansed. Anyway, so we're at Larissa. Larissa is the reading I'm doing next. Larissa. Sorry, I think that's how you spell it. Yeah, Larissa P. Oops. 13. Okay. Let's see. Angels, ancestors, and guides help protect me, keep me safe. Help cleanse and clear the energy in the space. Can I have a room clearing or space clearing? Space clearing. Thank you. Okay, so you have what's next in love for me. Who's coming in? I do see a younger suitor. I want to say the age 20, like 25, maybe 26, maybe 28. Headed towards you. I know it's an odd thing, and this is coming through from my guides. Sometimes we tend to think like the person that's ready to settle down, to commit, to be a father or to be a husband, or to be loyal is someone who's older, right? And I feel like we have a lot of that belief system in us, right? That tells us that that's what someone who's ready for commitment looks like, right? And it's such an interesting thing because it's coming through from like higher consciousness. Anyway, but they're just bringing up the fact that women. I'm not saying necessarily you, just in general, right? Tend to go after people that tend to go after men that are older because they think they're ready to settle down and the younger ones aren't. There's this younger man, right, younger than you, right, who is coming towards you ready for that commitment. All right. And they want commitment. They're looking to settle down. They're looking to build something with someone, and they see you as that person, right? But I feel like your eye is looking towards someone older, right? I'm just sorry. That's what came through. That's what's coming through. So I just want you to know that like it's like you at first glance you won't see this person as like, oh, there's something's here, right? They don't look like that, right? But they are, right? Anyway, let's take a look here. Okay, I'll take it. With the Two of Swords reversed here, one thing that's coming through from your guides, as well as Lord Melchizedek, he's saying for you to look with your third eye. Don't necessarily look with your two human eyes. I was like walking out like my mom's room, and I was like timing to myself, you know that Rick and Morty quote, right? With that superhero team, where that million ants can sense someone was dying, and anyone with two eyes could see that, right? You know that quote, but anyway, it's kind of coming through from Melchizedek. It's for you to pick it's for you to a look with your third eye, right? Don't necessarily look with your two human eyes or the human lens, right? Anyway, with the Two of Wands coming through as well. I don't actually see you having two suitors. I see you having one. I feel like you've done the work to like not have that confusion. I don't know. It's kind of how it came through. But with the Two of Wands being here, I feel you're gonna look at this person and think, should I choose them or should I choose something else? The messages that's coming through from Melchizedek is for you not to just assume it's I don't know how to phrase it. It's like the perspective that you might make this choice from is like, should I settle down or is there something better for me? But I feel like you may be looking in a sense like when it comes to love, I feel like there could be a purpose or a passion of yours that could be more fulfilling. So just keep your mind open to that. It's kind of what I want to say, but I feel like you're gonna look at this person and think, should I settle with them or should I give this a go or should I go to someone else? You may not want to, because, and I really don't emphasize this, they're younger, right? They're younger than you, and you weren't expecting younger, and you're sitting here thinking, well, maybe I should well, keep walking and see if the next ship is better. I think this person, this younger guy, is a good chance. It's a really good shot. I feel like there's a lot to be had there, and we have the Page of Swords. It's not really them. This is kind of you. But one thing that's coming to you from your guides as well as your mom, I feel like you may like logically feel like you have a lot of relationship experience, right? But I think you have way less than you think you do. And it's not like me lashing out and nothing like that, right? No judgment, by the way. I feel like sometimes, with the life that we lived and what we've seen, we can jump to those conclusions really quickly when I feel like you actually have, you don't have as much experience in love as you think you do, and that's a good thing, right? But I feel like there's this part of you that thinks you've seen it all, right? My message is you haven't, and keep yourself open, especially to someone like this. I feel like this is going to be a very fulfilling and gratifying relationship that you'll have with this person, who is younger than you, and then it's a man. I'm sorry if that's not what you want, but it is that's how I see them. And my message to you is like you're going to experience new things, right? Anyway, we also have the Princess of Pentacles. They may not be as financially well off, but I actually think that their finances are fine. I feel like this person doesn't give off that vibe, right? When you kind of you're with someone and they're dressed, right? And you're like that person. They have a house, they have a car, like you know what I mean. Like I feel like this person dresses like someone that doesn't look like they have their money, like they have a savings account or they have a 401k. I don't know what people do for that, but you know what I mean. Like, but they do. I feel like they're financially okay. They're very wise. And old soul. That's kind of what I want to say. I think is a really good way to describe this person's energy, right? With that wisdom here, but sorry. Okay, thank you. Anyway, this person is looking for something long term. It's an odd thing, but this came through from the guides. Often we have one relationship where we're looking for long term with them. Does that make sense? Like we'll have one long term relationship with someone, right? I feel like this is gonna be this person's, and I feel like they chose you. I know, so crazy, but anyway. Is there anything else when it comes to love for Larissa? who's coming in? Anyone else coming in? We have the Nine of Cups here. Things looking good, by the way. I'm real honest with you. This Nine of Cups is very fulfilling. This is coming to you from the record keepers and guides, the Akashic record keepers and guides. Do not or don't ever underestimate the amount of fulfillment and happiness we can give ourselves. Just being us and just being by ourselves, and not really by ourselves, but like uncoupled, I think is a good way to put it, right? And I don't want to say single per se, but like a lot of our human like programming is that we can only be happy when we're in a relationship, or especially for women, we can only be happy when we're with a man, right? Never underestimate how happy you can make yourself just being you, just being by yourself, and just living your own life. And it's a very important message, and they would like for you to. I actually feel like it's written in your records. Make sure that that's a lesson that you learn in this lifetime, because that's one that you have to learn, or you need to. It's such an important one. Learning. I remember my whole life, right? Before I met my twin, I thought love was the only way I would find happiness, right? And I met my twin, and it turned my life upside down and helped me understand that I could find happiness without my twin or without anyone. And I have. And my message to you is that I feel like you're meant to understand and learn this the way I have in this lifetime, okay? Anyway, so we have the Four of Wands here. I feel like you are likely to marry this person, likely to marry them. Two of Cups reversed. I feel one thing that's being highlighted slightly is I feel like the masculine and feminine energies in both of you are not as aligned as they need to be. This has nothing to do with your compatibility. It's everything to do with self, right? So work on bringing balance into that. I know it's a crazy one, but I swear it's like it's coming through from like your Akashic records. I feel like you're meant to learn to bring balance into masculine and feminine energies. You're meant to do that. We have the Ten of Cups here again. It's going to maximize the fulfillment and happiness you'll have in the moments that you spend with this person, by yourself, and with your loved ones. For the rest of your years, right? Is by bringing balance to your masculine and your feminine energies. You're meant to do that individually, and then you'll have a better dynamic connection. And then we have the Four of Wands again. It's all about that victory, right? But sorry. It's all about that. It's all about making it there. You're going to anyway. Sorry, it's not all about that. The journey is, but let me ground myself one more time. I'm just gonna do a clearing on you, Larissa. Oh. Okay. I hope that was helpful. And I thank you. Anyway, let's take a look here. Let me see. Okay. Anyway, let's take a look here. All right. Okay. Sorry. I'm at Vanessa. Vanessa. 23, 33. Okay. Okay. So we have Vanessa. Burks of Bakera. Sorry, I don't know how to say that. Anyway, will I get back together with my ex? Also, flying out to see him in January. Will it be a good trip as far as seeing each other? I do feel it will. It's coming through from your guides, Vanessa. There's to a certain extent you're going to feel like it's goodbye, right? And you may not know in that moment, or you may not like understand it in that moment, but I think intuitively you're gonna get that either it's never gonna be as good as it was then, or how you will interpret it is how it has been. But I feel like you know that it's like this is goodbye or this is the end of the road for us, and I feel like there's gonna be this sad mourning period that you're gonna have. It often starts when we finally figure that out, and that's a beautiful thing. Anyway, let's take a look here. So we have, will I get back together with my ex? Ooh, also, I'm flying out in January. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Will Vanessa get back with their ex? Will Vanessa get back with their ex? Will Vanessa get back with their ex? Um, I do feel like a yes. Sorry, it is coming through, but let's take a look here. We have the Three of Pentacles. This is your trip that's showing up in your reading. I do feel like you work together pretty well. I don't really think there's a third party here, but I actually feel like you what's that Three of Pentacles? It's like um I feel like you help each other, right? I feel like this meeting with him, or sorry, your ex, with them, you're going to be very pleased, right? You're going to be very satisfied. It really does highlight some of the like the better parts. Sorry, I don't I, sometimes you like daze out. I had like a dazing of thing. Sorry, let's make sure that doesn't happen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, anyway, the Three of Pentacles showing up in your trip. You're going to see them. I do feel like that's kind of what they're referring to. We have Strength reversed here as well. Let's take a look here. Will Vanessa get back with their ex? Strength in reverse, and the King of Wands. You want this person to do more than they're doing for your connection. Like you want it. I hope that makes sense. It's like, do you know, like you're like, I'm not one of those. You know, sometimes you like, oh, I'm moving, and you wait to see if someone offers. Who's gonna do that anyway? But it's not that, right? But I feel like you look at this person and you wish they tried harder, right? I feel like this is actually something, and it's kind of coming from this person's father, right? Is that it's like a lot of people see this, like, I just wish you did more, right? I just wish you just like lifted some more, right? Or I hope that makes sense. Again, the Nine of Wands is all about that strength energy, right? It's all about that holding firm, like it's an odd thing, but it's kind of like with someone. That's not a good enough example, but they're saying it's like you ask this person, did you just do that, and they're like, oh, I did it, right? But that's kind of the joke they gave me, because it's something I do a lot. I mean, I do it, but anyway, sorry, but what I'm saying to you, Vanessa, is you wish they just did more, right? You just wish they just worked harder, or they just put more effort in, or they just gave you more time or focus. Anyway, with the Nine of Wands being here as well as the Star reverse, you're not going to see the thing you're looking for when you're looking at them, because they're not either doing the work to do it, but the way that Lord Melchizedek is giving it to me, you're not looking at them in the right way, or in the right angle, or through the right or maybe even like when you know someone's life, right? You see them differently. I feel like there's some like sorry, I don't want to wrap it up like that. Sorry, I just want to ground myself one more time. I feel like you judge them a lot, and you keep seeing the same thing you're seeing, which is they just don't try. They don't do enough work, and I feel like you're going to be very satisfied with this answer, right? When you do spend time with them, when you are sharing your cup, they're not able to give you what you're looking for. But again, it's more the first message than it is this one. This is more of like the one you normally get from a reader, right? Because it's our ego gets triggered, or our subconscious doesn't get it, right? This You just look at this person and you just see someone who's just like who's not trying hard enough for you, right? And it's hard, right? It's a wound. I actually see it being near your solar plexus that makes you feel it stings. Anyway, sorry, Vanessa. Will they get back with their ex? Will they get back with their ex? We have the Eight of I see passion, stuff like that, as a yes. But I know that's not what you're asking for. I'm changing it up. We have like, if you were around this person enough, if you tried enough, if you gave them enough time and enough focus, you will have a relationship with them again, right? It's not the point though, right? I feel like they're trying to give. It's like I feel like this person just they may not put as much effort or energy into the connection as you do, and that's something that does trigger you, that's something that does influence the situation. But the Five of Cups is here. you can if you put enough work in, but I feel like you may not get enough in return, right? So be wary of that. Right? We have the power again. This is them showing up in the reading saying, "I don't feel powerful," or "I feel disempowered," right? And it's something to do with their mind, right? Anyway, sorry. I'm not sure why I'm like struggling. I call forth Lord Metatron to help me cleanse and clear my space. Anyway, so let's see. Trip as far as seeing each other. Let's see. Let's take a look here. I do feel like you're gonna feel like it's worth your money that you spent to go there and to see him or them. Sorry, to see them. You're gonna feel like it's worth it, right? You're not going to be disappointed in this trip. I feel like you're not gonna be disappointed when you see them. I feel like you're very compatible, right? But there's just this like wound or this issue where this person they're it's something that you may not be seeing, but I feel like they're, it's the part of you that's like listening. I feel like you do see it, right? I feel like you have seen it, or this person just doesn't put as much effort and energy into your connection or you as you would like. But you're going to feel like the trip is a success, and you're going to feel like you've actually made it was worth it. You're going to feel a sense of completion, is what I want to say, and we have wisdom here as well. This is kind of coming through from your higher self. Is for you to start to rely on seeing things from a higher perspective. I feel like you've gone through like an awakening. That's what I'm hearing from your higher self. And it's telling you can look at life differently, right? Why do you want to go back to looking at life the same? Does it make sense? And they would like for you to like focus a little bit more time, a little bit more energy on integrating how you're like the highest perspective of like integrating the higher perspectives into your life, right? Into how you see things. It's kind of coming through from your records, right? Where they're saying when you see things from a higher perspective, things end at a different place than they would have if you saw it from a lower perspective. And I know it's a crazy thing to say, but they're saying that's a good and a bad thing, right? Or not, or it can go both ways. What they want to say, but the message here is you've gone through this awakening, you've learned all this like extra learning, right? You're conscious, you're aware. Why are you not integrating all of that awareness into your life, right? And making I don't want to say making choices, but it's almost like it will help you find clarity sooner, and it will also help keep you from these I don't know, like in life when you're not quite sure about things, right? It will keep you from those moments more often, and they would like for you to start to connect more to your higher self. And we have the Five of Pentacles coming through as well. The Five of Pentacles for me, it's all about um like leaving the past stuff behind. I feel like there's some baggage, right? There's some healing, there's some, I want to say, trauma from your past, right? Maybe this is a past life, but I feel like it's from your past that ask you to release, right? To ask you to clear it. My message to you is for you to be willing to leave the past in the past. Anyway, I actually feel like this is a reference to your connection. If you were to leave the past in the past, you would have a better time with this person than if you were bringing it back up, right? And it's not like you can do you, but there it's just a message and um for you. Anyway, I hope that was helpful for you. Okay, so I'm so Vanessa. Okay. Angelica M. Starting reading at 33. Or sorry, 34. Okay. The person that's next is gonna be, oh, where is it? Sorry. Oh, of course. There we go. Sorry. I'm just like making sure. Huh. Anyway, sorry, Angelica M. Sorry, I'm just like not the best with tech stuff. Anyway, we have Angelica M. Our Angelica Marie Gomez. His name is Monte Joshua Handley. Will he ever forgive me and contact me? I don't know if you're going to receive communication from them, but I feel like you may end up sending communication to them instead, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting as the first message. Let's call in my guides. I call in my angels to help protect me, keep me safe, and watch over me. To help me receive clearly this day. And I ask for a cleansing and clearing of all the space and energy around me, and fixes for all the problems. For me and Angelica as well. It's coming through from your grandmother's side. She's saying that there's a block to your love life. It's an odd one. She's saying that there's like I see like these two different paths and they diverge, right? She's saying that one path is like our masculine energy, right? And the other path is our feminine energy. I feel like you have a block to your feminine energy. I feel like it comes from your grandmother, or she's saying that it came from a man. I want to say he hit her, but I'm not sure if that's the case. But um, there is a block to your feminine energy. There is a block to love. And you're gonna want to like bring some awareness and heal that. I do recommend like you light a candle with the intention to remove that block, and it will be gone just like that. Anyway, sorry, it's coming through from the guys like that. Boom. Right. Anyway, let's see. Will he ever forgive Angelica? Let's see, Angelica. We have the Four of Swords reverse. I do feel the person that you were referring to, they don't really think or want to think about your situation. We have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom. I don't know. I don't really get this, but if there was like cheating or some kind of like betrayal, right? It's kind of the vibes I'm getting, but I feel like they don't want to think about it, right? This person doesn't want to like worry, stress, fuss, think, or I don't know, even like I don't know what the word is. Do you know when you like you're just like I don't know how to phrase that. Um you're just like that's not loathing. One second, sorry, I'm like dazing, getting those dazes again, really annoying. Ask for cleansing and clearing again. Sorry, this is like a lot of like energies, intrusive thoughts and stuff. Anyway, we're gonna cleanse and clear all that nastiness. Beautiful. Anyway, this person doesn't want to dawdle, right, or doesn't want to like waste their time on it, kind of thing, right? With Three of Pentacles coming out now, with the Seven of Cups in its reverse. We also have the Queen of Swords. I call in all of my angels to help cleanse and clear the space. Thank you. Sorry about that. Anyway, let me just drink something. Okay. With the Queen of Swords being here, I feel like this person is still very angry about it, right? They're still very triggered by it. Why are they still triggered by it, even if it's been a long time? Is that this person doesn't really take the time to think or learn or even heal it, right? And with that Queen of Swords being here, they don't want to communicate with you because they're worried that they may snap, and they don't want to do that to you, right? They don't want to hurt you. They don't. This is just someone who doesn't want to lash out unnecessarily to you because they haven't dealt with their issues or their anger yet, right? We have the Seven of Cups being here as well. They do fantasize and think about you. I do feel like this person focuses on the good times that they spent with you, not the ending. And it's kind of like one of the biggest, like, most beautiful things anyone can give us, right? A lot of people in life, right, and myself included, right, we've have done things that we regret, right, and this isn't just this lifetime; it's all of our lifetimes combined, right, the past, the present, and our future lifetimes. And one thing that we all struggle with is forgiveness, right? Being forgiven, being loved, being accepted back in. It's almost, and it's such a crazy thing, but it's coming through from I want to say the guides. Do you know, like we're looking to feel like it did before the betrayal happened, right? And one of the most beautiful things someone can give us is actually focusing on the good times that they spent with us, not the bad. And I feel like this is someone who does think about the time they spent with you, and they think about the beautiful times that you had. We have the page of, sorry, the Knight of Wands, right, in its reverse. I do feel here with Knight of Wands being reversed, they're not charging towards you, so I don't feel like you're going to get communication from them, but. There's been times when they've had like, I don't know, I want to say good news, and they wanted to, like, you were the first person in their mind that they wanted to share it with. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cry, or make you cry or anything like that, but um it's happened, it's there, but with that Queen of Wands being here, this person stops themselves from doing that. Why? Because with that Queen of Swords in its reverse here, they don't want to end up snapping or hurting you unnecessarily. Okay. Let's take a look here. Is there anything else for Angelica? Anything else for Angelica? Okay, let's see. Anything else for Angelica? We have the World reverse, and we have Sacrifice. And it's reverse as well. One thing that's kind of keeping you from closing out this person, this painful, burdensome cycle with them, is that you haven't quite what is the word? Like, you haven't quite fully let go of the old connection with them, right? Sorry, I hope that made sense. I keep experiencing it. One second. Anyway, is you haven't fully like accepted that it's over, that it's ended, or even your role that you played in it. And my message to you with the sacrifice being here is for you to start to accept things as they are, so that you can give a sense of completion to this connection, and so that you won't ever be together again. But you don't want to pick, you don't want to necessarily repeat the old experiences with them, right? You want new, better ones. And the message coming through from the guides is for you to focus on what's keeping you from letting go, right? So that you can close out this cycle, heal from this painful situation, and allow them the same, right? And the message is for you to just like focus on it. Sorry, I don't know why the words are coming through like this. Anyway, we have the Page of Wands, or sorry, the Ace of Wands reverse. Ace of Wands reverse. Here, for me, the Ace of Wands reverse is like something that isn't growing, but I feel here that there's a creative project that you could be focusing on that can help fill some of your time up if you are feeling a little bit like in need or empty. Okay, I hope that was helpful for you. Vanessa, thank you so much for the reading. I'm gonna do another cleansing and clearing of the space. Okay. Wait, sorry. I'm feeling a lot better. Sometimes you can get ungrounded and it's really annoying. Shanice, you will be next, or Sunflower. Um, oh, this question again. Okay, okay. Anyway, let's do. Hmm. Hey, baby. Phoenix, if you can write your question here, I greatly appreciate it. I'm looking for it on PayPal, but I can't find it. Let's take a look here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do Shanice next while we wait for Phoenix. Shanice is gonna be 45 minutes. Okay, let's take a look here. Shanice, you want to know what are Kai's thoughts and feelings towards me? One thing that's really being highlighted from the guides is the word thoughts, right? Or how someone thinks about us, right? So let's take a look here. So what are Kai's feelings towards I do feel like that Kai isn't looking at you as someone that they're going to marry or someone that they're going to end up with for the rest of their life, right? One of the biggest blocks when it comes to love, right? And it's not an odd thing. It's just a funny. Sorry. It's an important this message that came through. Anyway, thank you for that message. Is that what we struggle, right? Struggle with is we always make choices like, will I marry that person? Is that the best choice to decide whether or not we should spend our life with someone, or we should spend our time with someone, or we should get to know them, right? That's a crazy thing, right? Um, oh, I'm not going to marry them, so why would I, right? Or they won't be in my life next year, so why bother getting to know them, right? There's just this block that he has, and it applies to your connection where I'm not going to marry her, or I'm not going to marry Shanice. Why bother loving? Bother being there for her? Why bother um showing up for that birthday party, right? Or giving that or helping them out, right? I feel like this is someone who's very close off to you, very close off to connection, because they don't see that they'll marry you. And it's just an interesting thing. But I feel a lot of people have this anyway. So we have the wisdom coming through as well for you, Shanice. Let's take a look here. We have 10 of Swords reverse, 10's here. I feel like your connection with this person's at completion, right? I feel like it's over. I feel like it's finished. I feel like it's done. And it feels like this is a really hard thing to, I want to say, accept with that Queen of Wands reverse. One thing that's coming with you from your guides is I feel like you've made a lot of choices very early on, right, in this connection, that he will be the one that you marry, or he will be the one that you end up with, or he will be the one that you share your time with, right, or spend your life with. And you're not, there's just this part of you, I actually feel like it's bent. It's how I see it. It doesn't want to admit that that's not going to be the case. I remember when I was like, I don't know, like 7 years old, and I was healing a bunch of stuff, and I remember having this like spiritual experience, I guess. I don't know, it's healing anyway, but where the like this really big part of me would marry them, right? And I had to, it's not really unmake that choice, but I had to accept that what if that didn't happen? What would I do then? Right? I message you, I feel like there's just this part of you that's just that has like completely, right, made the choice that you will marry them, and it won't let you accept that things are over for now, right? Or that things may not come together in the end, right? My message to you is for you to deeply meditate on why you may be grabbing onto them. I remember when when I was young, uh I had to ask myself, right, like what part was clinging on the hardest, right? Or what part was attached to this person the most, right? And why? My message is for you to ask yourself those questions. There is a security part, like you feel safer with them. I think you may feel safer financially, maybe emotionally, but there's just I feel like that's one of them. But I think that there's two. It's how I see them. Two really big reasons why you can't let go of them, right? And why you feel it's such an interesting thing. But I remember when I was healing this issue, right? I was at like 7 years old. I had to I had to face the fact that I felt it in that moment that it was true, it was right, and it was it was true, it was right, and that I would never second guess that choice. Um, hope that makes sense. It's like I feel like you may have made the choice with your most trusting parts, and you have to learn to trust those parts again, even though they may not have necessarily been right. And my message to you is I feel like is that. I hope that makes sense. I'm so sorry. It's hard to articulate the complexities of that. But let's take a look here. Well, other feelings too. Have the Three of Cups. Another message is that they're not open for friendship either. I'm not sure if you've really pushed that. This person does hold on to you. They do think about you, and they have reflected on things. But this person for now is looking elsewhere, and they're not as open to this connection, as open to you, or as open to reconciling as you may want. But I feel like again, there's just this part of you that like really, really, really made this choice that you will marry them, right? And you have to give perspective, understanding, and love to that part of yourself so that it can feel safe enough to let go of them and honestly kind of grab onto you or hold on to you again. I don't know how like to explain to get there, but they're saying that you will find your way to that point again, that spot again, that perspective again, right? And perspective is actually the key one. And you will have to be in that moment loving to yourself, all right, with the Nine of Pentacles coming through as well. I feel like there's a fear here. I don't care if this is actually true, and it felt like to me like it is coming from your records, where you have this idea that you may be single the rest of your life, or you may be one of those people that never marries. I think is a really good way to put it. Not single or the rest of your life, that's crazy, right? But never marries. I feel like you have this idea that I'm never gonna marry, or I'm never gonna be in a relationship with someone, or I'm never gonna marry again. I feel like it's the first one, but my message to you is that you're okay with that. You're more okay with that than you think you are, and you're more open to that experience than you know. But this is a lot of fulfillment and happiness, and almost no one ever gets to. And we have the King of Pentacles coming through as well. I feel like when you're at a happier, more settled place, you're gonna attract in a far better partner than Kai is, or maybe it's a better version of Kai, right? My message to you is I feel here, Pentacles, as your overall, is you have to learn to live without anyone at your side, or even, I know it's a crazy one, even thinking about anyone else. And I know that's a really big one for a lot of people, because I remember when I was um like doing some of like my healing when I was with my twin, I thinking about the good times I spent with them helped me feel better, right? But I'm just filling myself up with nostalgia, right? With the energy of nostalgia. My message to you is to learn to feel good when you have no one in your life and you can't think about anyone as well, right? Or you have no one to think about, right? And find happiness in that moment, or find a way to be happy in that moment. I feel like there's some of that energy. Okay. Anyway, so let's see. What thoughts or feelings does he have towards his mother? Or sorry, the children's mother. The children's mother. Let's take a look here. Let's see. We have your first one's gonna be the Seven of Swords, and it's reverse. Um, not as like not great with the Seven of Swords being reversed here. I don't know. It doesn't have to be the case, but I feel like there's trust issues there. The fact that we have children's mother here, I just feel like there's just some trust issues, some issues there. Let's take a look here. We have the Ten of Pentacles reverse. They're not going to marry them either, or they don't feel like they will. You know, it's interesting. I actually feel like they may marry the mother of their children. By the way, I feel it, but it doesn't have to be the case. We have the Six of Swords here as well as the last card. I do feel here with the Six of Swords being on the table, things are not going that bad, right? They're healing. What's interesting, and this is coming through from the guides, right? So I feel like this person doesn't there's no like arguments as much as there was before. There's no like when you say it's like those snotty snappy things, right? I feel like that's kind of what's happening, or their feelings towards their children's mother. Anyway, is there anything else that Shanice needs to know? Anything else that Shanice needs to know about the situation? Again, you made that choice really, 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 really hard to marry this person. I hope that makes sense. Like I feel like you made it with all of your being, and you have to. you have to go and heal that, because it was done with too much of you, or it was done. It's like it was done so that you can't let go now, right? And we don't want to be in that state, right? We don't want to be obsessed. We don't want to think about them constantly. We want to give ourselves time, give our own, or even think about ourselves sometimes, right? My message to you is, I feel like you've made it with such a with such an with such I don't know, like conviction, right? Or and it's like you're having a hard time seeing anything else or anyone else, and you have to get out of that tunnel, right? You have to see the light again. I would actually call in Jesus and have him he's like reaching his hand down, like this like rabbit hole that you're kind of in, to pull you out. Okay. I would actually like close your eyes, imagine that, and he will lift you up from that place that you're in. But you do have to um like work at that anyway. Shanice, and we have the Two of Wands coming through as well. I see this person like being here. You're gonna choose either right or left path, and you're gonna move away from them. It's gonna be okay, by the way. But I feel like you just can't let go because of that choice you made. Okay. um Sorry, that was like a lot of energy. Oh, and by the way, thank you, Shanice. I do appreciate it. um oh, okay. Let's see. I have one more reading to go. Okay, honest love arrow. Okay. Crap. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so Ruth 58. Okay, so you want to know, Ruth, if will follow, or will, sorry, I think it's Bridger, sorry. I'm pretty sure, will Bridger follow through on meeting in person this weekend during the Utah? I actually get it's a yes, but I want to say it's a yes. Sorry. It feels good to me. Like the energy feels good. You know how things sync up, and you kind of like yes, right? Or you kind of feel like time is time is at a good place, or I'm at a good place, or things seem to be lining up really nice. So you're gonna feel that during this weekend, during this trip with person. I don't really see anything bad happening. Lord Melchizedek says to keep your thoughts and your on this, right? So think positively about this weekend, and not like I hope this happens, not that, right? Not setting these expectations, but appreciate what you are receiving from it. Like, and I do mean just what you're receiving already, like what you know you'll get from this trip that you're going to Utah, right? You're gonna see new people, or you're gonna meet or see new things, or see new places, or meet new people, right? Or even see friends you haven't seen before, or family you haven't seen before, or something like that, right? My message to you is to focus on the good aspects that you know are going to happen this weekend, and it's going to keep your thoughts high on the situation. Sorry, the air came up. That was a big one for you. Anyway, will Bridger follow through in the meeting? Let's take a look here. We have the Three of Pentacles. I get a yes. I don't think that you're going to have that alone time with them, that you would want, right? Even if you're at a restaurant and it's you two, you're still not able to have that normal that intimacy that you may be looking for, right? I don't mean physical, I mean emotional stuff, right? And I don't actually think you're gonna be having dinner with them alone. I actually don't see that, by the way. But I feel like you're gonna be with this person when they're with their friends, or you're with yours, or it's a mix of the two. And it's gonna be nice. It doesn't feel like with that kind of setting. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of pressure for this person to like be this way or be that way, or to really think about I don't know, like I don't know if this is like a romantic connection, but you know what I mean. Like there, it takes a lot of pressure off to have that sort of meeting being the first meeting. There is a message that comes through from your one of your guides, right? Is for you to always look at like like this meeting is a nice meeting, but this is kind of setting you up for like maybe friendship, right? Just keep that in mind. I'm not saying that it's one or the other, but with the Ace of Pentacles reverse, you won't plant anything there, or you won't have like a relationship there, but things with this during this meeting will be great. One thing that's coming through from your mom, your grandmother, from your mom, your grandmother, like your just feminine energy that surrounds you, is that it's going to make you feel. Do you know, like when you meet someone and they don't treat you crappy, or they're not judging you right away, or they're honest, right, and they show up and they're present, right? I feel like your experience with this person will remind you that like maybe trying again in love is not that bad. I don't know how to phrase this. Is like it's maybe worth it. You're going to feel like maybe I won't end up with them, right? But they've helped me feel like there are good men out there, or good men out there, good bridgers out there, right? I message you. You're gonna feel you're gonna have a lot of that when you meet this person. A lot of that when you experience this experience with them, and you're going to really, it's going to open up the door for someone else to walk in. Okay, with that justice being here, I don't mean to get emotional, but there's a lot of like emotions with that. With the justice reversed here as well, it's going to make you feel like it's what you put into work when it comes to meeting someone versus what you get back. It's gonna feel pretty balanced. Anyway, we have the Page of Swords. Your meeting with them may be short. I actually feel like there's a chance that there might be a second meeting, or another time to meet them. So just keep that in mind. But I feel like it's gonna feel like, I don't actually feel like it's gonna feel like time flies, but it's gonna feel shorter. What's really annoying is I feel like this person really wants to meet you, talk to you, get to know you, and the people that you have around you as well. But when you feel all this like social pressure, or you start to feel like maybe I should look for a way out, right? Because you're worried about, I don't know, awkwardness. That's kind of gonna eat away at some of this person's uh like strength, right? And they may end up going home early, or they may say that they have something to do after, right? Really annoying, by the way, but it is there, right? Oh, the Wheel of Fortune is here, so I do feel like time's gonna fly. And sorry, I was like, I don't see the Wheel of Fortune here, but yeah, it's right there. I feel like it's gonna feel like it's too short. It's also time's gonna fly too, so keep that in mind. But with the wisdom being here, you're gonna gain wisdom that you didn't have before you met them, and I feel like it's someone could look at me and not judge me, or someone could treat me nice, and I hope that makes sense. It's like I don't mean to cry, but it's like it's so there. Um, it's like I don't know. I wasn't treated badly. I hope that makes sense, and it's gonna remind you that you are meant to be treated well too. By the way, any last thing for Ruth? Any last thing for Ruth when it comes to this trip, this guy, or sorry, this Bridger? I don't know if that's a guy's name, by the way. I really don't know. Anyway, we have. We have some cards coming through. We have raw power. I would, before you meet him, even before you wake up in the day, or sorry, before you go about your day, call on the energy of the sun to move into your chakra system. They're saying to imagine it moving to the front of your chakras, which is funny because we have Ra here with his back showing. Imagine the energy moving to the front of your chakras, in like an individual, like lights moving into all of your front chakras, and it's going to charge and energize you. You're gonna be more vibrant, and you're gonna stand out more. Sorry, kitty, stop it. Anyway, there's a recommendation for that. And we also have Biome, right? Beauty coming through as well. Um, it's kind of coming through from Kuan Yin, right? But I feel like it's also coming through from Biome. Is there's beauty in all moments, right? Find beauty in all the moments in this weekend, and you're gonna feel a lot. You're gonna feel very, very, very high vibration. Anyway, sorry. I want to thank you, Ruth, for purchasing and booking with me, as well as everyone else. Let's take a look here. Whew. Okay. Oh, does anyone want to book with me? Please book. If not, I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Sunflower. Thank you, sorry, Phoenix. Um, and thank you all the other people that book with me. Sorry, I can't recall all the names. Anyway, whew. I guess I would. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, and bye, bye.